All right, so I did high resolution simulations. I mean, I get some more details. So this is just the original cache that I'm reading, but I put a switch down here to switch between the different versions. Okay, so now let's have a look at the differences between these techniques. So this is the original. Of course, this will always look the best, even if we rebuild it. Now let's look at the VOP version. It's going to compute. That takes a little bit of time. Okay, so you can see there's a little bit of difference. Probably we could solve this by maybe increasing the search radius a little bit. So let's just do it a little bit like that. So let's have a look. Original, and rebuild. I mean, it's a little bit different, but in general it looks pretty similar. But if we look at the video one, so it needs to cook. It's also not the fastest. Okay, so the problem you get there, which is why I went with Evolve, we get sort of like this. It picks up on way too much of this sort of extra layer of density, which you really see also with like these very thin looking things. Let me just increase it. Maybe if I really increase the density, and you're gonna see it a little better. Okay, so I upped the density here a lot. So yeah, this is the original. So you can see over here the heat doesn't really, I mean, it looks fine. There's these nice details in the smoke, so it's pretty good. Now let's look at the VOP version. I mean, it's a little bit different. You can see a little bit of change, but in general, it looks pretty decent. Let's see what it looks like if we were to look for another additional point. Not that much of a difference, but in general, it looks pretty similar. Now, if we look at the VDB one, all right. So now you can see the problem. So yeah, what that's doing here, it's creating some sort of weird additional. So it's picking up on a lot of extra stuff there that I don't want to pick up on. So you can also see it here in these thin trails. So this is the original. If I go to 0, so nice detail. Go to 1. So we do lose the detail a little bit, but in general, it looks pretty good. If we go to second input, you can see it gets super, like we get even less detail, and it just looks weird. So I know these details are very subtle, but I thought that the overall look of this one is just better. And again, we could tweak this, like if we decrease the division size, maybe even more, then we could maybe even get more of the detail back. So let's have a look. Now you can see we get some more of the detail back even that we lost. So yeah, you can tweak this to your heart's content. But overall, I just thought that that this result is just better than the one with the VDBs. This just overall gets a too thick look. So anyway, so that's how the setup is done. And again, you could also use this. I just wanted to sort of to show you both ways, and I like this one better, so that's what I went with. It's a little bit slower, but in general, it's still pretty good. And you have more control again because you're doing it yourself. I'm not sure what these tools will do under the hood, but yeah, I mean, whole bunch of stuff you can do with it.